Welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here today because we're jumping right into something absolutely crucial. Look, the economy is literally shifting right beneath our feet. And honestly, the smartest move you can make right now, don't wait until you desperately need a new revenue stream. Build it now, while the window of opportunity is wide open. Today, we're unpacking exactly how to do that by analyzing the strategies of top AI builders who are generating millions online right this second.
But first, let's be real for a second. Are you just completely tired of the false promises and the get-rich-quick schemes that lead nowhere? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You open any social app and boom, you're hit with these loud motivational videos promising passive, guaranteed, easy money. Just click a button, buy their course, and you're a millionaire from your couch, right? Yeah, no. We are throwing all of that out the window today. If you are tired of the false promises and the get-rich-quick schemes that lead nowhere, it is time to choose the path of the builder.
Okay, let's dive into this. We're calling this the trash tier of 2026. These are the massive red flags that will honestly just drain your time and your bank account. Crypto trading, it moves way too fast for most of us, and most people just lose their shirts. Dropshipping or Amazon FBA, yeah, nowhere near as easy as the gurus make it sound. Multi-level marketing is usually just a setup to get you to buy endless inventory. And oh man, those faceless AI slop channels everyone's pushing? The YouTube algorithm buries them and they get demonetized in a matter of weeks. Day trading is the same story, way easier to lose money than make it. Basically, if it promises effortless wealth, it goes straight into this trash bucket. Section 1. Path of the Builder.
So we're pivoting completely away from all that noise. We're embracing a harsher but way more rewarding reality. Here is the absolute fundamental truth of this explainer. You have got to reject passive income. Actually, scratch that. Reject the illusion of passive income. Every single valid way to make money online has a learning curve. There's no magic button. The real money in 2026, it comes from rolling up your sleeves, building a high-income skill, taking real ownership of business outcomes, and solving massive, painful problems for other people. Then and only then do you use technology to scale the whole shebang.
To actually get there, you want to follow what entrepreneur Dan Martell calls the builder's progression. You don't just magically jump to making millions. It's like a video game. You start on easy mode. The easy bucket is mastering simple skills. Think AI short-form editing or spinning up basic chatbots. It builds your confidence and can easily pull in $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Once you've got that down, you graduate to the medium bucket. This is where you solve bigger problems with outcome-based retainers. Think automated LinkedIn growth or micro SaaS products. Now you're hitting $10,000 to $50,000 a month. And finally, the hard bucket, which is long-term empire building. We'll get to that one in a bit, but you absolutely must progress step by step.
Section 2. Copy, paste, and profit.
Now, I know what you might be thinking right now, but I'm not an original genius. I don't have a massive following or some groundbreaking, never-before-seen idea. Well, take a breath, because top AI creator Sabrina Romanov said something super refreshing about this. She said, "You have my full permission to steal all of my content." What she means is, when you're just starting out, it is totally fine, expected even, to copy what experienced creators are already doing just to figure out the mechanics of what works. You do not need a stroke of pure genius. You have the permission to copy what works and the tools to scale it beyond your wildest imagination. Start learning, start copying, and build from there.
This whole copy and paste vibe applies perfectly to building actual software right now too. It's this huge trend called vibe coding, and the biggest rookie mistake? Overcomplicating your first app. Sabrina lays out this brilliant one-feature playbook. Think about an app like Cow AI. You literally just snap a photo of your food and it tells you the calories. That is it. One feature. Once you build that one thing, you have to stop tweaking the code and pivot 90% of your energy strictly into marketing. Find a repeatable viral format. Maybe pay a couple of micro-influencers to test different hooks. Just milk that format until you get a steady stream of users. Because let's be real, it doesn't matter how cool your app is if literally nobody knows it exists.
Section 3. Deploying your ghost workforce.
So how do you actually handle all that demand once you get it? Let's transition into the absolute core mechanism for wealth generation right now. We're talking about deploying your ghost workforce. This is essentially a fleet of AI voice agents, smart chatbots, and automations running in the background. They handle leads, manage booking, do customer service. It's like having an army of assistants, and it's the exact tool that lets you scale without taking on a massive, heavy human payroll. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why businesses are practically begging for this. The contrast is just wild. Look at a traditional human employee. They need sleep, they take sick days, the labor and training costs are high, and sometimes they complain. Then look at the AI agent. It works 24/7, takes 0 sick days, costs a tiny fraction of the price, and never complains once. If you can build this and walk into a busy plumbing company or a law firm that's bleeding money from missed calls, you instantly become their most valuable asset.
Let's get specific. Here are the actual high ROI services you can sell with this ghost workforce model right now. You can build AI voice agents to act as around-the-clock receptionists for those missed calls. You can build AI lead generation systems that scrape and qualify warm leads for busy founders. You can get into Go high-level automations, which is basically fixing chaotic, broken sales pipelines for creators who have an audience but zero systems. Or you can do Claude training, teaching entire corporate teams how to save, say, 5 hours a week using AI. These businesses will absolutely, gladly pay you a monthly retainer for this level of efficiency.
But please, whatever you do not get overwhelmed by the tech on day one. Dan Martell has a foolproof launch playbook for this. Step 1, validate. Just text your network. Don't ask if they want it. Ask, hey, who do you know that needs an AI agent to handle their missed calls? Step 2, pre-sell. Get them to actually pay you before you build it. That proves it's a real painkiller, not just a nice-to-have vitamin. Step 3, launch manually. Be the concierge. Do the work yourself behind the scenes at first just to prove the process works. And finally, step 4, productize. Only after you have cash flow coming in do you reinvest that money to build out the full tech automation.
Section 4. Surviving the flatline. Let's move to and see how this builds, because I need to shift the tone here for a second. Building a business is tough. It takes a real psychological toll. And your biggest enemy isn't the technology, it's shiny object syndrome. Day one is super exciting, right? The decision to start. But then you hit year one. This is the flatline. It's this grueling stretch of trial and error where it feels like literally nothing is working. And this is exactly where most people just give up and chase the next fad. But if you push through to year 2, you start gaining real, compounding skills and traction. And by day 1000, boom. That's where the explosive hockey stick growth kicks in. But you don't get the hockey stick without surviving the flatline.
So the magic number here is 1,000. I am challenging you today, based on exactly what these top builders advise, to commit to 1,000 days. 1,000 days of relentless focus on just one single path. No jumping ship, no switching to the newest trend, just 1,000 days of putting your head down and showing up.
Because Dan Martell said something that just hit the nail on the head. He said, winners lose more than losers, by definition of being a winner. Think about that. Failure is quite literally a volume game. The separator in 2026 is the people who show up and do the work, even when it feels like a flat line before the hockey stick growth. It's not about who has the absolute best, most pristine idea on day one. It's about who takes the hits, experiences the losses, and gets back to work anyway.
Section 5. The $1 Million Empire.
So, what's waiting for you if you refuse to quit? That brings us to the ultimate vision, the hard bucket we talked about earlier. These are the massive, multi-million-dollar outcomes. We're talking about spinning up an AI venture studio where you're launching profitable companies on repeat, or taking your capital and investing in other AI-first founders. Or, honestly, my favorite play, buying a boring, traditional small business, like a local laundromat or a campground, and using your new AI skills to automate half the operations, turning into a massive cash cow. That is real enterprise value.
You've got the blueprints now. You have the permission to copy what works and the tools to scale it beyond your wildest imagination. Don't wait until you desperately need a new revenue stream. Build it now while the window of opportunity is wide open.
So I'll leave you with this one final provocative thought. Your ghost workforce is waiting to be built, and the only thing standing between you and $1 million empire is the decision to start today and the refusal to quit until you win. Are you going to commit to those 1,000 days? Think it over, make your choice, and let's get to building. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.